Cam Newton had the chin check Jason McIntyre on Colin Cowherd's show. He had to hit him with the real chin check. W-A. Y'all remember that? That's the real chin check. Man, and I'm glad he did it, damn it. Because that's what we need to do to reset our sports media. So he responded to Jason McIntyre and broke that thing down as Jason McIntyre took shots at Cam Newton more than just the player. But don't take my word for it. Check out Cam.
Just go to the clip where he says what he said.
Cam Newton has a podcast, and Cam Newton, of course, was a tremendous player.
Don't give me no backhand compliments. Don't do that.
Because he said, yeah.
I'm not playing. Haven't played in 2 or 3 years.
Cam Newton, you had a worse career than Dak Prescott. They were able to pull up some stats. Let's just take a
press
glance,
pause
shall
right
we?
there. I was a dual threat quarterback. Add in rushing yards.
Rushing touchdown.
Add in rushing touchdowns.
Because who's number one as a quarterback?
They try to manipulate the narrative. Instead of speaking about what I said, they try to poke at the person. Jason, if I were to do my research on you personally, failed situations, got fired from a job, flunked out of college, if I really were to do that, then I will be evil.
You're the bully.
I'm the bully. Or I'm bitter.
Mm-hmm.
You caught all that, right? Okay. Here's the thing. So they teach us in sports media, and you should just know this as a human being, that we're supposed to talk about the act, not the actor. And I've noticed, and I've gotten some praise, a lot of love from fans because I supported Cam Newton when he was out there balling out of control. That was even when he was dabbing and doing the Superman, and people still try to find ways to attack Cam Newton. And I used to just sit there and say, dog, Cam Newton's amazing. I don't understand what you guys are talking about. And they were like, well, look at his stats, and then look at his record outside of the MVP season. And I'm like, you guys are not considering everything he does and contributes to this team, which including the rushing yards, the rushing touchdowns, which he brought up, which included his leadership, the energy he brought to the team that allowed that team to do well, right? Without him, what is that team was a conversation for a while. So when Jason McIntyre went at him, and you know what happens, man, we got revisionist history. People don't remember all the details, and then they don't want to include all the details. One of the dirtiest tricks used in media is omitting things that we know will go against our argument. So if you notice, most people's arguments are to state their case, state their facts, but not really provide balance in hopes that either the audience or the co-host doesn't check them on it. And then it just goes through, it passes through. Ain't that crazy? Because you think you're getting objective or subjective facts, right? You think you get objective analysis, subjective facts. That's his opinion, but it's supported by facts. Nah, what you're really getting is I'm making an argument, and then making this argument right or wrong, I'm just trying to convince you. So Jason McIntyre went way too damn far on Cam Newton, not giving him his full credit, his full due. Thank God Cam Newton caught him and had to chin check him. Now, why would Jason do that? I'm gonna give you the first reason why he would do that. The first reason is because he thinks it's accepted. He thinks that people will actually not blink an eye at it. When Cam Newton lost his favor in the public eye with a lot of people, even kids started attacking him at damn camps. Cam couldn't walk to a camp without a kid trying to check him, trying to clown him, like the kid could do what Cam did. Like the kid even gonna make it. First of all, fool, make it first. And then you start talking about who I am and who I'm not. Whew, badass parents. So anyway, the kids coming at Cam. His peers, it didn't go well in New England. Let's all call it what it is. Even though it started off like something, COVID hit, he caught all that. It changed the complexion of Cam's career. But that still doesn't give you permission to ever go at Cam Newton like he wasn't a dog, like he ain't an MVP, like he wasn't a few plays away from winning the Super Bowl. Like, come on, y'all. So it happens because Jason McIntyre felt it will be accepted to criticize Cam like this, right? Well, I dare you to do that to somebody who is not in a bad light, somebody who is in favor. Like right now, you better get your Lamar Jackson shots off, right? And you are starting to lose that moment because if Lamar balls out against the Houston Texans, then we're going to say, uh-oh, here we go. And if he runs the table, if he wins the Super Bowl this year, you can't say nothing about Lamar Jackson. So it's based on performance, but still that doesn't give you the permission slip to now talk about the person. Talk about the performance. Talk about the production. But he was like, oh, Cam Newton on his podcast. And let me just tell you that, you didn't have a better career than Dak Prescott. Okay, that's your opinion. You can say that. But what fueled you to say that ain't right. You came at Cam Newton talking about, oh, well, where you are right now, that's why we're looking at you in a different light. Cam Newton had to address all that stuff, and I'm glad he did. Another thing that's interesting about the game that everybody catches notice of is how it may be rigged. Even though I say we do the rigging, the game seems rigged. All the top dogs out there don't qualify to play sports at the highest level. You know what it is. Even this show, Colin Cowherd right here, Jason McIntyre, obviously, Stephen A., Skip Bayless, blah, blah, blah. So you're like, well, we're in a different arena than just performance. We're just in a different arena than just playing some ball. Gotcha. But it's a different investment when you didn't do that. So then you could get a little loose with those words, loose with those lips, because you ain't got nothing invested in it. Hey, what do I care? So it pops off. To me, it's just wild that the top dogs in compensation and platform are all people who didn't do it. No expertise to the fullest, to the next level, to the top level, always subordinate to somebody else because they always want this message to come out, to me, callous if necessary, to me, loose and reckless if necessary, to me, not always with the purest of positive intention. Why? Because then that's entertainment, right? Like an actor acts. So we need people to act like they know what they're talking about, but don't really be about it. Because if it was all about it, I would say that it would get more respectful, which may be a little less entertaining. We wouldn't have people popping off, going crazy, going sideways with the fireworks. You see some guys do it. Shannon Sharp, very colorful, gets out there, says some stuff, and at times you're like, really? And then you're like, damn. And you hear people push back. Oh, man, when a former player acts like he never played, he gets that criticism. So the game is rigged because the guys who didn't play, they got the freedom and latitude to do whatever. If you did play, you better act like it. And then you get measured by how good you were based on what you say. So don't go out there like Emmanuel Acho gets a lot of this criticism. I know this personally from talking to him because he didn't play well in the NFL. All of a sudden, what you talking about? What you talking about? Why are you even talking? You didn't even play good. You know what I mean? So Colin and them get it because they didn't play at all, but they get more freedom than even Acho who played but didn't play well. Game is rigged, man, and we do the rigging. So y'all tell me what y'all thought of Cam Newton's response right there. And was Jason's take accurate, or was he taking shots at Cam? Was that a character assassination or more of a statistical breakdown that didn't favor Cam Newton? To me, I think Mac took some shots at Cam because it was kind of easy.